iPhone history. It's a bit confusing if we all think about it. Like, if you look here, how did we go from the iPhone to iPhone 3G? In 1 year. Where's 2? Like, what? There should be a 2 here. Then we got 5, 5S, 6, 6S, 7, X, XR, XS, iPhone XS Max, and, well, that's as far as this list goes in the first slide, but iPhone 1, a beautiful creation by Steve Jobs. It had a touch screen, SMS, or texting for short, iTunes, and FaceTime. iTunes, as you can see, the purple app with the download symbol. Now, looking at this picture, because I ripped this picture off the internet. I know, blah, 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 whatever. Pictures from the internet. I looked at the iPod app, and I'm like, is that just Apple Music, but older? And I wondered. We also notice how small this phone is. It's iPod sized. It's iPod sized. My Sony PSP is bigger than that. Wherever it may be. It was on my desk earlier. I think I might have put it somewhere else, or it might still be whatever. But this is a small phone, but it's got Safari calculator. No, it's all the stuff we remember. iPhone. Oh wait a minute. They never made an iPhone 2. Like I said, they never made an iPhone 2. iPhone history. iPhone 3G. Steve Jobs skipped the iPhone 2, so he made the 3G. It's basically the iPhone 1, except, I mean, oh, look at that. It's a thick boy. It's a thick boy. In fact, that phone is probably thicker than my phone with the case on. Mine's an iPhone, I think, 13 with a case on it. Yeah, it's a thick phone. So basically the iPhone 1. iPhone 2. Oh, wait, that was the wrong side. There we go. iPhone 4. Rainy wallpaper. Oh, wait, here it is. Apple Music, which means that it was most likely meant that the iPod app was Apple Music. We also have Newsstand and Game Center. Those are some pretty old apps. Am I pretty old? We also got the old YouTube, which, people always complain about. I hear people complaining about the YouTube logo on Apple. I like the YouTube logo. It doesn't look like something Apple would make, like a boring, useless app nobody uses. It looks like an app from, something different. Also, Game Center. That's an old one, too. I haven't been on Game Center in a while since I used my aunt's iPod. iPhone 5. I had one. I had one in this case. Only I think my case was black and, somewhat clear, but Detroit Tigers logo on the back of it. Its UI user interface is newer, and it started MMS texting. Or at least I believe the iPhone 5 was when MMS texting was the thing from iPhone. iPhone 6 and iPhone 6S. It uses the UI/interface we are used to now. So it's basically the iPhone 5, except, well, newer and better. And my dad has one of these phones right now since his iPhone broke. iPhone 7, no freaking headphone jack. In fact, I decided to make this entire slide. Not even the iPhone 7, since it's basically an iPhone 6 without a headphone jack. But here's a bunch of memes that I ripped off the internet. 9 memes. First one, when they pass you the aux, but you have an iPhone 7. Wanted to charge my phone while listening to music, then I realized I have an iPhone 7. Here it is, an iPhone 7 on what I believe is a raft, yelling out Jack to the headphone jack while a Titanic and the iceberg are in the background. Turn your iPhone 6 into an iPhone 7 by putting tape over the headphone jack. This will never happen to iPhone 7 users. iPhone 7, no headphone jack. Presenting to the iPhone 8. No headphone jack, no nothing. Courage. This one's pretty funny too. iPhone 6, iPhone 7. This one, iPhone 7, no headphones. iPhone 8, no home button. iPhone X, no charger. Wow. iPhone 11. If you wanted a new headphone jack for your new iPhone, YouTube has some helpful videos. And it's a drilling a hole into the bottom of an iPhone 7. Well, it's on, as you can see. But yeah, iPhone 7. Had a lot of fun making this slide. iPhone 8. Wireless charging. The iPhone in which Apple users realize that Steve Jobs may be sexually attracted to Air. I mean, let's be honest, bro. He seems so many names Air. So many things Steve Jobs has invented has the name Air. AirDrop, Air, AirPods, Air. The wired version of AirPods, AirBuds, Apple AirPlay. Like, I mean, Steve, yo, bro, it's air. We get it. We breathe it. iPhone 9, basically iPhone 8, except upgraded camera. Yeah. iPhone 10 or iPhone X. I had one with this case, red on black. The iPhone, I moved the home button. I had one in this exact same case. Like this exact case right here. In fact, I had to go out in the hallway since it's sitting on a shelf in the hallway. So look at the case and I'm like, okay, this is the one that I have. I had this one. This is my first phone. The case before was a boring old black case that I had from my dad. It was a phone handed down to me from my dad. I may be a kid from 2010, but like I didn't grow up with the iPhone. I had a PS3 until 2019. My dad was like, you want a computer for Christmas? iPhone 11, the iPhone that people, including me, were genuinely excited for. This iPhone came around, like what, 2019? Yeah, it came around 2019. I googled it when I made this slide. I mean, it had the upgraded camera, which everyone was like, holy Jesus. iPhones turned into Android. Multiple cameras. It was actually pretty nice, you know? iPhone 12, it was released during the COVID-19 pandemic. Yeah, COVID-19. Don't even get me started. Whoops. Don't even get me started with COVID, alright? You don't want to get me started with COVID. I could talk for an entire day about COVID. You really don't want to get me into it. iPhone 13. It's my current phone in this color with a clear case that isn't really clear anymore. It's like a yellowish mildew green brown color. That's just how it is. iPhone 14. Now, I had to think for a second. Did they actually make one? Like, they had one, but, like, literally Apple almost forgot about it. Like, I feel like Apple executives are like, how's the iPhone 15 going? Oh, it's going pretty well, sir. Alright. Is it better than the 14? 14? Yeah. We made iPhone 14, right? Yeah, we did. This is basically the same phone. Except, that's a pretty tall screen right there. The image is stretched a little bit. But that's a pretty tall screen right there. Also notice the Tesla app. The Tesla app. If you look at the YouTube app and go 1, 2 spaces to the left, Tesla. Because all Tesla owners have iPhones. They're all iPhone owners. They absolutely slurp Starbucks every day on the weekly basis. And then drive a Tesla. Saying, well, 1988 Chevy Camaro IROX Z is a gas guzzler. No, not really. It's got a 305. It's got a 305 with a 3. It's an IROX, so it's got a 350 V8. You're getting 10 miles a gallon at most. That car's a little bit lighter than a truck, so maybe 12 if you're lucky. This is like comparing a disabled man to a paraplegic. In what sense does that make? Now, lastly, the iPhone 15. Titanium. The stuff that aftermarket car exhausts are made of. You know, I've heard people. I've had a friend who was like, I really want an iPhone 15. I'm like, alright, fair enough. He's like, it's made of titanium. And I'm like, so you're basically telling me that you're like every single Dark Horse Mustang fan. That's like, oh my god, my car is made of titanium from F-22 fighter jets. Wow! Fighter jets! Made of titanium! Use parts from them. Your car and phone are made of parts from a garbage plane. I can't really be talking because I'm not in the Air Force or the military. I'm only 13 years old. If the world gets better, I plan to, but don't really get me into that. So yeah, subscribe. Also, yes, I know I changed my channel picture a lot. I swear to God, guys, this is the last freaking time I will do it. This is the last time I will change the picture. I swear to God. In fact, comment down below in the next video if I change my picture again. Comment down below. Be like, you menace to society. Remind me. You gotta stop me from changing it. This is how it's gonna be. I made this on my phone as a joke. Good.
It's about drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we devour. Put in the work, put in the hours, and take what's ours.